We are from South America, from Argentina.
From Argentina, Buenos Aires, yeah.
What is like the politics there? Because we know how the politics works in Europe.
Yeah.
How it is working in Argentina.
There's no way to explain. There's no way to explain Argentine politics to someone who's not an Argentinian. I mean, you wouldn't understand it, but I suggest you visit there and you see it for yourself. I believe Argentina is a wonderful country, for me, the greatest country in the world, but it has been ruled by disgusting people for a really perverse political class for so long. And we are trying to make the cultural change in order to change that, you know, although it sounds redundant. We are hunger for a change in Argentina. And I think that, it is happening slowly. And it goes beyond the government. You know what I mean? It's about the people. People should know what's best for them. We should know what's best for us. And I guess our generation has the duty to carry out the cultural change that the Argentine people need to go back to what Argentina has once been.
The mainstream media call the right-wing parties or people, leaders, populists. Javier Milei, Viktor Orban, Marine Le Pen, etc., etc. What do they have in common?
Milei and Orban.
Yeah, and everyone in this group.
Well, maybe what they have in common is the hate from the mainstream media, right? Because I think that, I don't know, Donald Trump, Orban, even Milei, they challenge the narrative of mass media. Even though none of them is perfect, of course, I believe in only one Messiah. I don't kneel before men, but I respect that each one of them challenges the narrative imposed by not only the media, but international organizations, the United Nations, wokeism, the left, etc., etc., etc. And if the mass media is calling Orban or whoever a populist, well, they should take a close look at themselves, right?
It is true.
Because, I mean, no one's talking about Hugo Chavez or Nicolás Maduro as they talk about Trump, for instance, right? And I don't know, I would rather live in the States or in Hungary than in Venezuela or Cuba or North Korea, right? So
yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
In Europe, we have the key issues like migration, like LGBTQ, woke.
Right.
What are the key issues in South America?
The same.
Same?
Yeah, the political agenda is the same everywhere. That's why we need to wake up and see that there's something else. You know, because of my job, I don't know if you call it my job, because of our mission, we travel a lot, you know. I'm now in Hungary. I will be in Guatemala in a couple of days, in Mexico. We've been to Peru, Colombia, Puerto Rico. And we see that the political agenda is the same everywhere, even though our cultures have nothing to do with each other. So, what's really going on? Where are these agendas coming from? And when you start, you know, getting into the rabbit hole, you'll start seeing that all of these human rights and progressive left policies, they are spread in all of the West by international organizations. In the case of South America, we have the Organización de los Estados Americanos. I even vote for them. I don't know who they are. Still, they're making the rules for all of us. And all of those rules RBS. You know, the RBS. I mean, they are institutionalizing lies. And I guess that is also our job as communicators, as content producers, to let the people know, our people know, that we did not vote for that. We are a democracy. We did not vote for a couple of officials in the United Nations to tell us how to live, how to talk, how to speak, how to think, right? So you will find that wokeism and radical feminism and gender superstition is spreading everywhere, no matter where you come from.
You've been persecuted,
of course,
by politicians.
Absolutely, by politicians, by prosecutors, by judges. I don't care.
How can you fight against woke?
By speaking the truth, by doing the right thing, right? And I've been persecuted by the political class, by the media, by the judicial power. Even I'm being persecuted right now, even by officials of Javier Milei's government, which they are supposedly meant to think just like me in certain things, in certain aspects. But, you know, infiltration is also a thing. But I'm used to it, so I don't care. Yeah.
Why do you think that the left has so much power in media and in YouTube and in the internet? Because we can see that the mainstream media is at the hand of the left, and in YouTube as well, they have the largest podcast in Europe.
Because they have money. In the last few weeks, we've learned in Argentina that one of these leftist information and news portal was being financed by
USA.
Yeah, by USA. Yeah, by the empire. You know, they call it the empire, but they get the money from them, by Joe Biden's regime. And there was a portal called I don't remember if it was Amphibia or Sudestada. It's the same. They are probably both of them. They were probably receiving funding from Joe Biden's regime. So yeah, we should start asking. We should not ask ourselves why are they having such amount of power, but we should ask ourselves, why are certain regimes funding this, left-wing channels or blogs or portals or whatever.
Yes, and lots of media was also paid from the US here in Hungary and in Europe as well.
Wow.
We can see a turn in the youth from the left to the right. Is this the same in South America?
Yeah, of course. Well, the left collided with reality. You know, they just went too far, right? I mean, young kids having hormones treatment to do a gender transition. I mean, what the hell? We are not stupid. We know that men don't get pregnant. We know that women don't have penises. So I think they just went too far with their superstitious narrative, right? Even in what regards to politics, I have never seen a US American trying to escape the US in order to live in Cuba. But we see every day Cubans running away from Cuba to live in the US. So they are fighting reality, and you know, most people are still normal. So yeah, the youth are choosing to be normal and realizing what's just a lie and what works out. I mean, here in Hungary, I mean, I was told this is a far right country. Dude, this country works great. You have a wonderful country. Things are normal. You don't have fear when you walk in the streets, and that's how it should be.
So the last question, what is your message to the European viewers? And also for Hungarians.
Yeah, for everyone, just not to fear, speak up, speak the truth. And, you just said, a couple of minutes ago that I was persecuted for speaking up. But still here I am. So just, go ahead. It's not that hard. And, the reward is even better. So just go ahead, do it, speak up, speak the truth.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.